Deal, it's your boy Norms, and I'm here with my man, DMV Fanatic. I mean, it's all right, y'all. He cool, even though he a Cowboy fan. He's still my guy. But what's the word, my guy?
Ain't much, bro. Shoot, we was chopping it up. What was it yesterday? We was talking boxing. So yeah, people in for a treat, bro. Appreciate you for having me again.
Yeah, I mean, boxing has become the reality show of 2024, bro. It's nothing but like I don't think there's been a time in boxing where there's been so much drama outside the ring, like it is now.
Yeah,
And it just seems like it's not going right. We spoke about with Devin Haney last week and how I felt about Haney, and I think you know, what was it? I feel like he's not going to get over this whole situation. He's suing him,
yeah,
and you would think Ryan Garcia would kind of just say, you know what, let me just stay away for a while.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, Ryan Garcia decides to get on Mill City Boxing. Shout out to Mill City Boxing's. Like they got an Instagram show with Zab Judah with Bill Haney to address the situation. And to me, I'm like, I didn't believe Ryan, and I know you believed him a lot more. A lot of other people believe Ryan, like, oh, he was tainted. He's this, and I'm like, bro, the more he speaks,
Yeah.
the more Joe Biden he sounds. Like it is absolutely crazy. Like it's just like, bro, like, and let's run through this real quick. He first said it was Victor Conti, right? It was Victor Conti that came out, and how can you trust the man that was caught in a Balco scheme 20 years ago? And it was the Haneys that did it, and then it went from that to um, he inadvertently took it from a banned substance, and then he said his team got the proof. They tested it, and they were going to drop a press conference. Press conference never happened, right? Then the late what was after that? What was after that? It was the new one, Scooter. Everybody
Scooter.
knows who Scooter is.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Who is Scooter?
Scooter showed up the day before the fight, the day of the weigh-in, or the day.
Yo.
Like, come on, bro. You can't make this shit up. I mean,
Hey, what was that movie with Denzel where he was the drunk pilot? Was it Flight or something like that?
I think it was.
Yeah, you remember when he was drunk in the room, and then his homeboy had to come in with the coke and wake him up.
Nah, I don't remember. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Okay, so there was a scene where his homeboy had to come in and had to give him coke because he was so drunk, he was so out of it that they
Yeah.
had to wake him up to go to this hearing and shit. Like he came in with the briefcase and all that and did the coke. Like that's who Scooter is. Scooter came in. Scooter came
I mean,
with the supplements. You said you got the money? Yeah, here you go.
bro, you would think that we were making this up. The more he speaks, the more ridiculous he sounds. But there are people that are still defending him. I had one of my co-hosts that I usually do stuff during the morning. My man Troy was just going crazy. Like, oh no, and I was like, bro, are you serious? Like he went crazy about the what was it? I was telling him Devin Haney is suing him, and he lost value, and he's like, "Yo, he never had a brand." And I'm like, "Dude, yes, he did." Like
Yeah.
he's not getting offers now. I think people have amnesia. Before this fight, nobody gave him a chance. Referring to Ryan Garcia, like Devin was looked at as one of the top boxers out there. Period.
I got a question.
Yeah,
Do people who bet on the fight have a right to sue Ryan?
that's a good question. I mean, he
Because he
technically
won a
did
lot of
lose.
money. He won a lot of money
Yeah,
off of that,
he did.
and the odds were crazy.
Well, he did lose the fight technically that night. Maybe that's what the technicalities. I don't know if you could go back, but hey, guys, they took the loss back. Well, they did and they didn't. They put it as a no contest. So
It was a
everybody
no
knows.
contest, but people
Yeah.
still. But did he pay his money back to Vegas that he won? That 12 million or 10 million that he won?
He didn't pay that.
Yeah, no, exactly. But a lot of people, yeah, I guess you can't really sue him. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Third
But
Degree TV says you bet at your own risk. That's how it works. You know what's crazy? It's not even. We're talking about the drama of these two. Oscar De La Hoya put himself in it. Now I found it really, really interesting with Oscar when he did. You watch that when he came out and said what he said, Oscar?
which time was it? Was it when he came out and said? Because there's a couple videos Oscar had, because he had one against Canelo too. Like Oscar
He
been
mentions
wild.
Canelo in it. Basically, he said that. Let me see if I can find this video real quick. He says,
He's saying that they came at him about pain or whatnot,
yes,
and they're pretty much trying to use what Canelo said.
But this
Ryan, Ryan was the one who brought it up first, though.
100%. This is where I find it extremely weird, though. What he brought up, right? And I think it's right here. Let me see if this is no, this ain't it. This is it. Here it is. Let me see if I can bring it up as well. So I'm gonna play this video first. Let me bring this. This is what he said, right? This is what Oscar said. And
all right, guys. Everybody talked about Ryan Garcia. Now it's Papi's turn. So first of all, I don't condone pets whatsoever. Period. But let's talk about the inconsistencies, the penalties, the millions of dollars. I do not understand it. We should have a commission, okay, that oversees everything, every state, because Canelo Alvarez gets popped in a different state, gets 6 months. Shane Mosley gets popped and gets 0. So you're telling me that Ryan Garcia gets a year and millions of dollars? That is not right. Let's talk about Devin Haney now. Devin Haney, you're pathetic. You're dancing around in the bowling alley because you got your decision reversed. Nobody's gonna forget about that beating you took. Oh, and let's not forget, you're accusing me of not paying you? Bro, you just do not sell. That's the bottom line. You can audit my company anytime you want. I pay every fighter, and I'm pretty sure you got that from Canelo, when he started. So bro, that 1 year layoff, that retirement, just enjoy it. Fuck you.
So I watched that.
He just won the case for Devin right there with the damage in the brand. What did he just say?
Yeah,
nobody's gonna ever forget that beating.
Yeah, that's a fact. But you know what? There's a few things I call interesting in that video, right?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't deny Ryan Garcia being on roids.
He sure as hell did it. He sure as hell did it.
He did it. Like it was like, yeah, Ryan did steroids. And then another thing, which is weird, he got paid off of the settlement situation. So like I was like, when I seen it, I was like, bro, even Oscar's involved himself. He doesn't actually deny that he says he doesn't condone PEDs. That's what he says. He doesn't say
exactly what he said.
Whatever. He doesn't condone it. So I found that extremely awkward. The Canelo stuff I already get. He's always taking shots.
He got to throw shots at Canelo, bro.
But the drama continues to build, and I think everything that you're going to see in the media. And listen, I've been through a big lawsuit, right? Everything that when they say everything that you say will be used against you, yes, that is a fact. Everything that you put online will be used. And you're going to see Oscar's comments because he's one of the biggest promoters out there. What is Devin coming out and saying? Nobody's trying to book him. What did Oscar say? Nobody's going to book you. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, y'all are saying it. Yeah, y'all are making this point.
Exactly. And the fact is, Ryan's being sued by him. And that's what he's being sued for. So I found that really ironic. That he did not say that Ryan was innocent. All he said was it wasn't fair that he was getting sued for the penalty, that whatever. I do agree with the commission thing.
I was about to say that. I was going to say that. I do agree with that.
I do agree that it's because I think the league thing is going to be extremely hard to do. But if there's a commission with all our peers from boxing, let's say if they could put, you can have Oscar there, you can have promoters there, all types of different people to basically police what's going on. Even so, help protect some of these boxers, because I feel like there's too many people dying in boxing and nobody's caring, right? So I feel like in those situations, I think a commission is needed, because it's true there is inconsistencies. One person he did forget to mention is Amir Khan. Amir Khan was caught for the same exact substance as who? Ryan Garcia. He got a 2-year ban. I mean, people aren't saying that. It's true. Canelo got 6 months, but we all know Canelo's the big dog and it's all corrupt and whatever. I heard the whole Victor Conte was talking about. He said that Canelo basically did hair follicle tests and it was consistent to what was being claimed, and that's why he only got 6 months. But that's what I heard with that. I didn't know that Shane Mosley did not get any type of suspension. I did not know that.
Yeah, I heard that. I mean, and like he said, he brought up. I think that's about the only thing that he brought up that was valid was the commission. Outside of that, man, looked like Oscar was saving face, bro. And you want to know something? I don't think Oscar paid him. I don't think he paid him, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
there's no honor amongst thieves, bro. We know that.
No, I mean, listen, Canelo's been saying it. I mean, look, my man, Third Degree TV said Oscar says he didn't pay. The fight didn't sell, but Ryan is the huge cash cow and sells on his own. So, which is it? I'll tell you this. Devin doesn't sell. I think he sold 50,000 pay-per-views, right?
Yeah.
The last time, which is not good against Regis Progress. But Ryan sold when he was against Gervonta, okay? And that sold. But Gervonta's last pay-per-view was a dud. I think it was like under 150,000 sales. So I think it's more so the opponent. I don't think Devin is a sought-after opponent. So, I mean, listen, this is a lot of drama between these individuals. I definitely believe there's going to be lawsuits. Oscar said he was going to sue Canelo for defamation. So, you know, I mean, I don't know if Ryan, and then it's crazy when Ryan says he didn't get paid too. So that's even crazy.
Ryan said it first, and Devin agreed with Ryan. So that's the big thing for me, you know. And remember, going into that, Ryan and Oscar and those guys, they were beefing
for a while.
They were beefing hard, you know. So, I kind of believe they didn't get paid. That's just how I feel about it.
How do you not get paid? Like that's kind of insane. Like how? Like I just have a hard time believing Oscar and Golden Boy just say, "Hey, listen, we're not paying you." Now, if you based your contract on, so it would be like, so let's say this is the person, and you get a percentage of the pay-per-view buys. Then I could see it not selling because a lot of people are bootlegging, you know, watching shit online. Turkish Charlize. I mean, I can't say the guy's name. He said the same thing. There's a lot of bootlegging. I mean, I think Canelo is the biggest pay-per-view seller, right? And the crazy thing about him is there's no pay-per-view in Mexico, which is crazy, right? So, or he doesn't charge his fans, but I mean, it's just drama after drama. I feel like from Ryan and Golden Boy and Devin, the only fights we're going to see from them is going to be in the courtroom at this point. And it's just, it continues to get worse. And let's get to this next video where Ryan Garcia continues to shoot himself in the foot. Before we go to that, my man Third Degree TV said that was aptly sought after. He was undefeated. Yeah, and I hate when people say that Devin was not one of those guys. Guys, Eddie Hearn didn't he have like some type of a handshake deal with him?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And also remember, it was between him and Bob because Bob had about 3 fights for him too, and he ended up going with Eddie Hearn. So that's absolutely the truth right there. Because Bob wanted him too. So let's not forget that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Third Degree TV. I did not know that you were so woman. I appreciate that. No, I listen. Devin is clearly not getting the offers he was once getting at all. Like, I mean. But now you have to prove that it's because of the Ryan Garcia. It is. I don't know how. I think it's very apparent. But this video definitely struck me as very odd. And I'm going to play it for you guys right now, where I believe Ryan has lost his wits in this game. Like, he's absolutely insane. But let's listen to this.
The year and said whatever. I know I didn't cheat. I don't need to cheat. I've been boxing my whole life. You know that. I've been boxing since I was 7 years old. So I don't need to cheat, man.
How did the truth is the truth? How did it get in your system?
The guy that came to help me lose weight, his name was Scooter. He brought me supplements. And I took the supplements, and that was the day before the fight. And then it just so happened that I tested the day before and the day after. So that's exactly what happened. So a guy
What?
came
His
in to help
ass.
me lose weight, and I took the supplements he gave me, and for sure those are the ones that
Okay, but
I
So
Ryan.
hold
use.
on, champ.
Okay,
Hold on, champ.
hold
So
on, hold on,
champ,
hold on, hold
is
on,
it safe to say? Go ahead, go ahead.
hold on, Zach. Hold on. So this was a day before the weigh-in,
Yes,
huh?
yes.
So
Y'all,
you
you knew
cutting
I
weight. So
was in. You
let,
knew I
let me
was in a
ask you.
bathtub. You know the bathtub technique. You know that one where you get the Epsom salt and it's hot as fuck, and then they take you off and they wrap you up in a towel,
Uh-huh.
and then you redo it over and over again. So that's what I was doing all night, trying to lose that weight, and my body stopped at 143 pounds. I couldn't continue. I was hurting myself. So
But
I'm never gonna be.
when did you take the supplement?
I told you that day.
And you took the supplement during the fight?
How can I take a supplement?
Bro, first of all, come on, man. A guy named Scooter. That is first of all, he said he took it the day before the fight, which is the weigh-in. And then Bill's like, so when did you take it during the fight? And he's like, how would I do that? I mean, Doug, you tested positive on the day before and the day after's test, right? If I'm not mistaken. Bro, come on, man. Like a guy named Scooter, think about it. A guy named Scooter just popped up to the gym. Just randomly popped up to the gym.
Scooter.
Scooter popped up and was like, hey, you're not gonna make weight. This is what I'm gonna do. I got this guy named Scooter. He's gonna pass by and he's gonna give you something to help you. So what was he gonna give you, right? That was gonna work overnight. Like I've never even heard of a substance that can. I mean, it's absolutely insane. And then Osterin is something that it's pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, cycled. So come on, Ryan. Like, why? Who is this? I mean, please. Let me hear what you're thinking right now.
They need to get Ryan the head. Like they need to take Ryan's phones, his laptops, all this stuff, bro, and not allow him to talk anymore. Don't let him talk anymore, because, bro, that is going in your lawsuit, you idiot. That's going in your lawsuit, bro. Scooter. Hype man is absolutely right. Scooter sounds like somebody that you call it when you want that work, bro. Like, like, what are we talking about here?
You take stuff from people you just don't know. Hey guys, I can't cut weight right now. Let's not go to the professionals in my camp. Let's go to Scooter. Like, come on, bro. And there's people that believe this is the craziness. There's people that believe this. Like, if I would put my guy Troy on now, he would argue with you for the next hour and a half.
Scooter was planted by the Haneys. Scooter was planted by Victor Connie. Nah, bro.
Who was it? Was it Victor Conti? Was it Scooter? Was it the supplement companies?
It's everybody. Oh, with Logan Paul and Prime. Every damn body.
Bro, you took the substance the day before the fight to lose weight. I have never in my life heard of anybody trying to cut weight like that. I mean, there's water pills, there's stuff like that. Like, come on, dog. Like,
and then you didn't disclose what Scooter gave you.
You didn't disclose. You didn't know what he gave you. Well, he did say it was a supplement company, and pretty much. Hold on, this is a third degree, and that's what you said. You said that, and then the supplement company threatened to sue you, and that's how it goes. Let me bring on third degree. She wants to chime in real quick. Third degree, what up?
Hey guys, what's going on?
What's up?
So, somebody got to mention. Somebody got to talk about this.
What's up?
What's going on?
What'd you think about Scooter? Now, do you believe Scooter showed up the day before camp and gave this guy some laced substances?
I don't. Just knowing who Coach Scooter is.
You know who he is? It's a real Scooter.
Yeah, like no, yeah, he actually had an interview with Zab as well. Zab been on a roll. People haven't been paying attention, but there's a month ago, which is crazy to me, that Ryan, and this is where I say, like, I really used to like Ryan, and he just kind of he's just killing me here. And
is it the same Scooter that gave him the product?
Same Coach Scooter. Yeah. He's on, and when we're finished here, like, please go watch the interview. You're gonna be like, nah, there's no way. dude, like I'm like Ryan, bro. Like he's on here for at least over 20 minutes talking to these guys. He's like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't see any drug use, or I didn't, Ryan was perfect with me, he was professional, like really bigging this kid up, and to turn around and like go on live and basically just dump it on Coach Scooter when a month ago Coach Scooter's like, yo, I can't say what he was doing during camp. I was only there for 12 hours. They got me in for the weight cut. I brought him down 8 pounds. He was still at 143. They said, thank you for your services. We no longer need you.
I see the video.
I didn't hear nothing about no supplements and nothing of, of those sorts. So to see a month later, Ryan pretty much throw this man under the bus. And he's not just a random man. Somebody with a lot of history, a conditioning coach in boxing. I don't know what to make of it.
This is what I do make of it. That's defamation. Okay, so now you've opened another.
Now Coach Scooter gonna sue you.
He's got a lawsuit with Prime, right? If I'm not mistaken, with Logan Paul. So he's got a lawsuit with Prime. You definitely got lawsuits coming with Haney. I believe.
The supplement company as well.
Supplement company.
I believe they're about to pretty much suing him too,
yep. Mm-hmm.
Which was crazy to me because they were, when you read the description of the powders that were sent, they sound like shakes. Mm-hmm. So when he's on this live, he's describing the supplements as capsules. Again, I'm confused.
Listen,
I've been following it all the way, and I'm like, Ryan, I'm sorry, I'm not.
And I like Ryan too. That's the thing. But it's like, dog, was it Victor Conti? Was it the supplements? Now it's Coach Scooter. I didn't even know this was a real person. But even the way he referenced Coach Scooter.
I got to be honest with y'all.
He made it seem like Coach Scooter was this like random dude in the alley, this like 21-year-old dude just like selling fucking supplements.
Look,
you see Coach Scooter, he's like over 50 years old.
Ryan,
grown-ass man.
Ryan is funny, so that's why I like him. But as a person, Ryan's a piece of shit, bro.
Yeah, at this point, I can't put it back. I mean, him and Oscar, they're one of a kind.
DS Oscar, do you feel like Ryan cheated? I'm sorry, continue, Jess.
No, you could. I think Oscar's another guy, like definitely a piece of work. To get a percentage out of all this, I'm also confused too. I think that's a.
How did he get paid off of the settlement? That is, they came up with a what was it?
I don't get it. Like Oscar doesn't suffer from this.
What is it called again? When you a settlement, and Oscar gets a percentage of the settlement. Why?
I think a huge thing to also realize too is the fact that Ryan had all right to go to trial, not trial, but a hearing and like take this take this to higher. Conor Benn's been fighting this for like the past 2 years, and we still think he's lying, but he's still fighting. Yeah. Like he's still fighting, and like I think I just can't imagine forfeiting money, taking this kind of L, putting my reputation on the line, and
he pleaded guilty. He pleaded 100% guilty.
There was no fight.
He pleaded guilty to the New York State Athletic Commission. I mean, what else does he have to say? And that's what I'm sitting here like, bro. Like,
I don't know. Let's be fair though. I think, and when I'm reading the comments, I like to troll back at his fans too because they're crazy. But they're also like, they're not boxing fans. They're Ryan Garcia fans.
Yeah.
You can go skating tomorrow, and they're still fans. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with what he's doing. So I think the people like you, yourself, you guys, myself, and a lot of the other fans with common sense, of course, we know that this is it's a fucked up situation. It's just like it's not cool, it's not funny. Like Ryan is.
It's the thing that makes me weary is his behavior is just. Even when he's talking, like when you're talking to your kid and your kid's lying, you're like, just tell me you did it, please. Like, you don't have to lie. And it's just like, bro, the lies get worse. And another thing is, who is this man's PR? I've been screaming this since he started.
He can't have one. There's no way. It's got to be him or his dad. Which doesn't make it any better.
his dad calling this guy nappy head. Like, I just come on.
Yeah, we got to start using the term allegedly, I guess, when it comes to Ryan, so we don't get sued because he gonna need all the money he can get.
This is another thing. This is another thing that drives me crazy, right? And people don't understand. So Ryan Garcia made, let's say, 31 million, quote unquote, right? Let's say after paying taxes, trainers, you're not coming home with 31 million, right?
Yeah.
So taxes, you're probably coming home, let's say 12 million out of that. Let's just say, right? Because
he lives in LA, right?
And he lives in LA.
They taking half that shit. They taking half your shit. That's like New York.
100%. So, and then not to mention the lawyer fees that he's gonna have to pay. Not even the settlements, because
I don't understand why boxers wouldn't just live in Vegas.
Or Houston. A lot of them live in Houston now too.
The Haneys live in the Haneys live in, a lot of the MMA fighters. Some of them, Houston too. I'm in Houston right now. Shit.
No, but it's like people don't understand. He's really gonna need boxing real soon because he is going to be cremated with the amount of lawsuits he's about to face. Like it's pretty bad for him, and he continues to roll himself into a lawsuit. Coach Scooter is definitely gonna sue him.
I would. Like, if there's no way that they can prove this, which is, it's over. At this point, it's over. You can't make these statements, and this is what also kind of annoyed me with the whole situation. Is some of the fans, again, I have to keep remembering that these are not fans of boxing. A lot of those insane comments are his fans. You know what I'm saying? Or even trolls. But when I saw the video, I'm like, bro. Now, clearly, like there's a mental issue going on here, because I don't know what the blockage is or something, but it's something going on there. And then on top of that, to blame again, you're blaming somebody that people know. It's not, a lot of people thought, like, who the fuck is Scooter? It's just some random guy. No, this is a legitimate dude that, like, a lot of boxers know, professional boxers have worked with, have known for years. Since apparently he's been working with, he was working with Zab Judah in like the fucking 90s, the early 90s. What is happening?
That's good information, because when the way he spoke on it, and again, fanatic, the way he spoke, right? It seemed like it was just a random guy. Like, hey, listen, this guy was on the corner, and in my head, I'm like, bro, and fans are insane, by the way. I had a fan arguing on my comments, like, he didn't get suspended for testing positive. He got suspended for not reporting his supplements.
That's worse.
Bro.
Like, that to me was the icing on the cake. Remember last week I was talking about, like, I think it fits the crime and all this stuff. I think Devin needs to kind of, chill out with all the whining and shit like that. Nah, hit him where it hurts. Go after him.
No, I'm gonna go all the way. I'm going all the way, and it's, again, had Ryan dealt with it differently, maybe we can consider that. But, like, you were a complete asshole the entire time. You're like, I shouldn't have taken ashwagandha. Now all of a sudden, why didn't you say this from the beginning? I would have been like, nah, fuck this fucking dude Scooter pulled up on me 12 hours. I'd have said that shit immediately. My shit was clean the whole time. This motherfucking Scooter pulled up, And so you're blaming it on, like, Walmart looking supplements. That's clearly, that goes out the window. Then you're blaming it on Vada and Bitcoin. Let's not skip that. You literally went and jumped the gun and was like, fuck it, this is a witch hunt. I took a picture with Trump and they're after me. Like, what are you fucking talking about, bro? then you comment on Twitter, I love steroids. Like, shit like that is corny. And not only is it corny, now that you're caught and you were caught red-handed, you didn't even fight. You're dirty. You're dirty. And I mean, to say that a man that could have gotten killed in that ring is whining that's insane.
Oh, he's in his every right to sue. But what I found interesting too was, like, he pretty much made the New York State Athletic Commission have to do something. I don't think they wanted to actually suspend him. That's the crazy thing. I don't think they wanted to. Bro, they were dragging their feet for like 2 months. Like, I'm sitting there like, bro, like, what's
right? I was like, bro, how
like,
is it?
It happened May 20th.
Yeah.
He said he's smoking and drinking through the whole, like, come on. Fanatic,
I also thought that the claim to losing the weight, I'm wondering if it all was just a ploy and to possibly frame even Scooter, or to at least throw that reasonable doubt out there, because what the fuck was he doing there 12 hours earlier when you were drinking and doing all types of shit throughout camp? Like, what did you think? Why would you think you were gonna drop 15 pounds?
He cheated with that alone. You cheated the sport.
You're lucky he came in there and took 8 pounds off of you. You know, like, you guys knew that this might have been an impossible task. And then all of a sudden, 10 hours later, you're like, all right, thanks for your help, bro. He's still overweight. What's going on?
My thing is, and Fanatic, I know you was about to make a point, right? I'm not sure.
No, she got it. She got it.
No, like, my thing was too, if you kind of watch even the days leading up to the event, right? He looked really big. He showed up. He got on the scale and drunk a beer. Like, I was like he didn't care. It was so awkward that I was like, yo, bro, like,
it was cringy. It was
cringy.
Like,
were you even
a little
really
bit
trying? And then he's trying to make people feel bad, like, oh no, I wasn't gonna make the weight. I was killing my body. So, and I'm just like, bro.
Did you see Haney over there? Eyes was looking like,
yeah, he looked crazy.
Yeah. Drained down, took it down. And this is something we've been seeing from Haney since he was making 135.
Yeah.
And remember that second fight with Kambosos was one thing, and then that fight with Lomachenko, people were like, bro, you sure you good? Like, you're not coming back down here, right? And that's when it was inevitable. I was like, he won the fight, but it was like, bro, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't think so, bro.
That's why he was
5'8.5",
showing up at 165. He was weighing in at 140, and next day blowing up 25 pounds is absolutely absurd. Like, it's insane. But I mean, moving forward in regards to what Ryan is gonna do in the situation is, and if I had to give him my opinion, stay off the internet, bro. You're about to be broke. Everything that you made is about to be taken from you. And it's because of you just talking. Why would you have a conversation with Bill Haney? Why?
Yeah. I almost thought it was staged.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he did it. I think he did it. No, I wasn't. I think he did it because he pled guilty already, and people are still some way somehow arguing on his behalf.
Fanatic said something to me today earlier, which makes 100% sense. And Fanatic was like, "Yo, I used to sit there and argue with everybody in the comments because you would read the comments and you have to respond." That's Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
He has to.
He hasn't gotten over that yet. Because I'm look, bro, I'm at peace.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a Cowboy fan. Micah Parsons, and something happened today. I ain't been arguing with people. I've been chilling.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but it's and my thing with Ryan is, bro, he doesn't look physically well, and he doesn't look mentally.
Oh yeah. It's definitely signs of somebody that's on some drugs, bro.
Yeah,
definitely, for sure.
He's definitely.
He was in drugs in that interview. He was high as hell. You know what I'm saying?
And it's just crazy because I really believe.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Allegedly. But I really believe that Oscar's really not in his corner. I mean, remember, Oscar left him at the Gervonta fight.
Oscar is in Oscar's corner.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if Oscar was really invested in you, okay, there should be PR around you. I would take your phone. Bro, you're not allowed to do any of this.
Well, remember during this whole circus leading up to the fight, they were like beefing at some point. Like, what? These are your fucking promoters, him, B-Hop. Yep. It was so weird, bro. This was the weirdest.
Nah. I about to say somebody did take his phone.
When they stole it, and he was making come on, bro. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't think this ends well for Ryan Garcia. I think I really believe he's gonna go broke. And again, guys, just the lawyer fees alone are insane. They're insane.
I'm not surprised they didn't do the whole hearing thing. Yeah. It could have played a role.
Bro, Prime is definitely coming after him. So is I don't know if Scooter's gonna come after him, but he may. Devin Haney is definitely going to come after him. and the product company that he came out and stated, bro, by the time he's done, he is going to be broke. I would not be surprised if he claims bankruptcy within the next year or two.
Yeah.
And it's just sad because they have overwhelming evidence. Like, he's actually made these statements publicly.
Yes.
Prime gives you cancer. Don't drink it. I'm like, dude, you're Ryan Garcia. You can't do that. You can't
do that when you have that kind of influence over people. Like, that's when you get sued, not when you're one of us and just Joe Schmo down the block making that comment.
Yeah, and even with the Devin thing, I don't see the Devin case. I don't believe he's going to lose that case, because when it comes to cases of that, you have to kind of show damages, right? And it's going to be hard for him to show damages. It's going to be a lot of stuff. I mean, it could work
unless he takes a fight. That's what I was saying. He has to take.
Yes.
I think he should have took the defense. And if you
remember, I mean, either way, the purse bid is the purse bid, so you know roughly what you're going to get paid outside of that. So if they're only betting $1 million, I mean,
I think it's 2.5.
Where they gonna make it a pay-per-view?
So you're basically gonna make at least $1 million.
Were they gonna make it a pay-per-view?
No, I don't think so.
Hell no! Who the fuck was gonna watch that?
No, but I'm saying that's more of the business case. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but
you have all of the numbers. You have the gate. You have all of that.
And that affects you. That does affect you dearly, though. I mean, come on, like, he wouldn't even be fighting Sandor Martin had he not, lost against Ryan or got his ass beat against Ryan.
Actually,
right?
He said when Ryan missed the weight, he said he turned to Eddie Hearn and said, make the Martin fight. He did say that. So, but Eddie Hearn, as soon as the fight happened, it was over. He just, you got to take a discount, bro. Like, we're not going to pay you the same. So he's definitely taking a hit. I mean,
it's fucked up. It's fucked up. This is a guy that, we've seen this kid do everything right by the book every time. Weight drain, looking like a skeleton, whatever, still go those 12 rounds. There's nothing really to dislike about the kid. Whether you feel like some way about
his father to people, like, to me. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not a big fan of Bill doing the whole WWE routine as of late, but everything else I've loved about Bill Haney. But you know how it goes when you have. And I mean, we're in the boxing community, so I can say this: when you have a black father who has leverage, who understands value, and you know what I'm saying, they're looking out for the best interest of their son.
It's always that way
all of the time. Last time we saw it was LeVar Ball.
Yeah,
and these are guys that come in, show respect. I've never seen Bill Haney disrespect somebody. You're gonna talk
about he been crazy.
But remember, guys, him and Floyd have a relationship.
That ain't no relationship.
No, they legitimately have.
When you tell somebody you tricking on hoes,
they got. But you see, they're back and forth. That's not a back and forth that Floyd is gonna allow unless you have some sort of personal rapport. Which apparently they really do. So,
from my understanding, Haney is really a street dude. And
you can tell.
He respects.
You can tell. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But he was very disrespectful to Floyd.
He was disrespectful to AB too. Like AB, he talked greasy.
AB deserves a lot of the shit that he gets, though, because when you have the kind of career that you've had and you allowed your downfall, and we saw you allow it. No one else's reason. It was yours, and you were aligned with an all-time great like Floyd Mayweather, and you fucked that up. You can't talk shit about nobody. Boy, get your ass out of here. You just got beat up by Ice-T. I don't want to hear shit about it.
Ice-T, yeah.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Ice-T beat your ass, AB.
Yo, that guy Blair the Flair is hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, I never even you said Ice-T and I can't get that shit out my head. That is crazy.
That man looked like Ice-T in New Jack City.
That is hilarious. I mean, Adrian Broner's a completely different story. That guy, his career ended with Maidana. Maidana ended his career.
My God,
After that,
he had them on the skates.
After that, you could just put Everlast across his chest. He was a punching bag. He didn't even throw punches anymore. But
let's be honest.
Speaking back to the Devin Haney point, I don't think Devin Haney, and that's what I believe. I don't think Devin Haney is going to recover from this. I really believe, and just being honest, just look at how he's acted after this fight. I'm gonna take a year off. I'm gonna do this. I might take 2 years off. It doesn't seem like he's back in the gym. He kind of got fat too. Like we kind of see him. He doesn't look like he's in shape.
I think he needed a little bit of that vindication.
You
know, I think he might have been waiting for that that vindication. Make sure that at the very least, you do
even Gervonta
you do something
Davis,
about this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Even AB and Gervonta said they heard he wanted to retire. He was questioning stuff. He said it in an interview. Yeah. He was like, "Yo, like, I don't know if I want to fight anymore," or I was questioning my trainers and everything. And I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean,
Fanatic, you would say somebody, your mic cut out. Your Fanatic, hear us? We can't hear you. Your mic cut out.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. But I mean, I personally don't believe Devin Haney's gonna bounce back from this.
I think he will. I'm not gonna lie. I think, he's young enough. Only 25. And I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think the fact that there's steroids involved right now it doesn't put your mind at ease anymore. I think you can kind of say, okay, well, now I don't know what the fuck really happened in that ring, right? Like when you're up, sometimes I think a lot of us need to rewatch the fight too, and most people haven't. And I think rewatching it and saying, okay, you get popped in the first, and then you consecutively win 5 rounds, and then you get caught by the 7th. Like, this wasn't some 12-round ass whooping. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was not. Yeah, it really was not. He immediately by the 2nd round was looking like Devin Haney, right? Yeah. But still was moving forward, still was fighting on his front foot, which I didn't agree with either, but I understood it. And I think what the most of us are forgetting too is that these guys fought 6 times. Yeah. So for people to say, man, he just didn't know the strength of the motherfucker fought him 6 times, 6 different ages. I felt comfortable with coming on my front foot for a reason. You understand what I'm saying?
I'll tell you this. I agree.
I don't think he was expecting that strength for a reason. And then the PEDs came out.
Yeah, but I'll say this.
Headgear and heavier gloves though, right? Like when he fought him.
And that 6 times in the amateurs, but again, when they fought in the later rounds, he won the later rounds, which is when they're a lot older, at least at this time. And granted, it was 10 years ago, right? I think they were like 16, 17 when they fought. Now they're about 25. But I mean, 6 times is 6 times.
I agree with you in a sense where if by the points it was closer, right?
Yeah.
But where I believe Devin lost is where I believe he's not going to be able to come back from is the mental anguish, and he did take a beating, even though point wise it looked close. By the time that fight was over, he was swole. His whole side of he was.
I would have almost rather them stop the fight in the 8th.
I think, but see that would have. I'm almost certain that would have truly sat him down. Because of first you got the O, right? You're up there, you're on top of the fucking world. You're top dog going into the fight of a puncher and Styles makes fight, and you still are, everyone's betting on you, and then you got to stop the fight, and then this motherfucker is a whole clown the whole time. You know what I'm saying? He's clowning you, he's clowning the whole sport, and then you got to stop the fight. Yeah. If the ref would have stopped it, it would have been one thing. But to throw that towel in, that would have destroyed that boy.
I'm saying the ref should have stopped it. Yeah. The ref, it should have been a TKO.
Yeah, but
I think if Devin wasn't getting up immediately, that'd be one thing. But the fact that he kept rolling over, getting back up, I didn't even understand what I'm like, nigga. God, after the second,
when he rolled,
after that second knockdown, I was like,
oh yeah, he about to stop this.
I'm not
that's
gonna
what
lie,
I
bro.
thought. When he turned over, I thought it was over. I'm like,
too.
oh, he about to. And the motherfucker got up. I was like, oh shit.
And in all my 40 years of life, I've never seen somebody take a beating like that and come back successful. I don't
12 rounds. We're forgetting it lasted 12 rounds some fucking way, somehow. When I tell you I'm looking at the 10th round, I'm like, oh my God, I'm looking like this. I was looking like at the screen like this. No, guys, I swear to God.
Was all like,
it was hard to watch because, I'm like, damn, this is This is confusing. Like, what is happening right now, right? Like, I think most people was confused.
No, I mean,
And
most people had Devin winning that fight rather easily, to be honest with you. Most people.
yeah,
But that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
I don't know mentally. And again, whenever you see somebody get knocked down or knocked out in the fashion that he was, you never see them return the way they were. Roy Jones did it after that. Roy Jones was getting knocked out by bus drivers.
they were old. No, now you're right, but they were older. They were
I
older
mean,
taking these beatings. So you know what I'm saying? I think I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We gotta see.
Came back, but the thing is, you got to get back in the ring. And the
We
thing
gotta
about
see.
Devin was active 2 to 3 fights a year. If anybody does need a break, like I was telling Noah,
One of the most active young champions.
yeah. So
more active,
and he was looking for the big fights too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if he was going to take a break, if anybody deserves it, it's him. You know what I'm saying? To come back and come back fresh. So, but he's got to get back in the ring in order to get back to that. He's gonna have to take a big shot, be able to take it, move forward, and be able to, he's gonna have to take.
I wouldn't do it now. I agree with the one. I think the two was exaggerated, and I think he only did it because he wasn't sure if these guys were going to take the suspension serious. Go ahead.
Do you think, and this is what I believe, I wouldn't even take another fight. I'd wait the year and fight Ryan. I wouldn't even take another fight. I want Ryan because I feel like nothing else is. I don't think he slept a day since that fight.
I agree.
I think he needs to wait the year.
All dancing and celebration aside.
BS.
I agree. I mean, if the fans, imagine if us fans are online debating for him what he must feel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And you can't answer everybody, right? But you can tell by, and he's young. He is young. He's younger than all of us on this podcast, but he's young. He's only 25. So, you let that shit, that lives in their head. That internet shit, those memes, those jokes, those videos. You got Tank, who's, one of the best fighters in boxing right now, supporting this shit. Blatantly supporting this fucking guy. And it's like, bro, if you want to call me a bitch, cool. I think it's the corniest thing I've seen so far. Bro, like, you ain't fight him. If you fought him and you beat his ass too, that's one thing. But to go in there and you knew what you did. We know what you did. You drained this man. We know who you went in there and fought. You can never compare yourself to the man that this guy fought. At least fight him and then talk your shit, Tank. Listen, you that guy, I fuck with Tank. You know what I'm saying? Like,
King
but bro,
Sakuna,
support that shit.
Yeah.
Corny.
King Sakuna came out and said Ryan doesn't have to give him the rematch. I definitely believe he does. He does.
Yeah, at this point, yes. Maybe after the fight initially.
Yeah, because Ryan cheated.
Yeah,
you can't cheat right now.
I don't have to say allegedly behind that. You cheated. You didn't disclose.
Yeah.
You fucking cheated.
You take away you take away the knockdowns as well. Ryan was fighting in spurts, which is also why you can also look at the PEDs as facts. When you're fighting in spurts and you haven't been training and you really truly don't have the conditioning. What you have is the strength and the added speed. You're going to fight in spurts. He wasn't going the distance and going all 12 rounds. This is why he was losing on the cards before the knockdown and that 7th round. Yeah, he deserves that rematch. And I want to see it. I think we all do.
It's not even about giving a rematch. Ryan going to need the damn rematch. Talking about some giving a rematch. He going to be broke.
If I was Ryan and I really felt like I didn't cheat, all right, let's clean up. Whatever we got, Scooter gave it to me. Whatever. Cool. Let's clean up. Beat your ass again.
He said, "Well,
that's the type of time I would be on."
No, I mean, listen, Ryan, and you know the thing though too.
And he dropped 3 times. It wasn't 5.
Yeah,
continue.
Ryan.
How many times did Manny drop Marquez and people?
Man,
wanted to see a damn rematch.
In one fight or the 3?
Yeah.
The first one, he dropped him 3, didn't he?
Yeah, Manny owned Marquez until Marquez got that.
Caught that one-hitter quitter.
Yeah, your one-hitter. Jesus, I thought Manny died.
People don't really understand though. Like, I think Ryan is easily baited. To be honest with you, so I believe Ryan will take the fight. I don't think Ryan really even cares at this point, or he acts like he doesn't care about what people say or to be a champion or whatever. Because he's never been a champion. But I definitely believe he is going to do the fight because I think people, even though most people, which is absolutely crazy, are saying what this guy's saying. When somebody drops it 5 times, he only had an eighth of a gram of this. And I'm like, bro, he cheated. That's what came out in the rinse. That's not what he took. Nobody takes a little bit of a PED.
And it was 3 times.
You're not a little pregnant.
Times, though? Like it was 3 different times, 3 different failed tests.
So three different tests, and then both samples A and B, and then there was also the fact that the little bitty Osterin that people are talking about, there were 2 different samples. The little bitty Osterin that they found was what they found in the supplements that they sent them, which doesn't explain the 60 times over in your urine. You understand what I'm saying? This is why I don't believe the Scooter story. I don't believe that that he just came in 12 hours into your camp before the fight and gave you some tainted supplements. Bullshit. There were two different amounts. That little bit of amount was what was found in those powders, not in his urine. The 60 times the amount is what was found in his urine the day before and the day after.
He took the Osterin. He put on the weight. And this is another thing. If we backtrack to when Ryan started really losing, I think it was before the Gervonta fight, right? I think he took a mental whatever break, right? Mental health break. Mm-hmm. When he fought Gervonta,
remember that?
Yeah, but this is what
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. But this is where I think this is why Ryan took it, right? After that fight, when he fought Gervonta Davis, everyone on the internet was calling him a quitter. Every boxer was calling him a quitter. They were saying he was getting better. Nobody cared that he got weight drained until he fought Devin Haney, to be honest with you. And that's the fact. Like, I feel like mentally he was going through it and he needed to be strong for that fight. And I believe that's when he was like, yo, I had the rib injury. I gotta pack on muscle.
Thank you. And let's talk about that. It's something that has been, I think you're the first person to have mentioned it in all of this chaos, is that injury. It's the fact that he had one already.
Yep.
And then I don't doubt that he was re-injured after Gervonta's hit. So that happened. And what did Ryan continue saying religiously, even leading up to the Devin fight? I'm never letting nobody take advantage of me like that again. I'm never going to come in weak again. I'm never going to let nobody treat me like this. Okay.
Yeah, and this is
I think he took that a little too far.
What people forget is Osterin is also administered to help heal faster as well. That's another thing that people don't understand. Like, it allows you to heal faster. So, I mean, listen, I've always been 100% sure Ryan took it.
Yeah.
Just his behavior. I don't believe the penalty fit the crime, to be honest with you. I think he should have been penalized worse.
Yeah.
I mean, Fanatic doesn't agree with me on that. I believe he should have been.
I changed my stance on it, bro. Okay. I changed my stance when I found out what it was, him not disclosing that the supplements. Him not disclosing the supplements is what took me back over, like,
yes. Right. And that ties into why he didn't want to disclose it on the live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that live was awkward. I mean, we can watch this shit again if you want. Like, this shit is damn near hell. Is this it? No, this ain't it. I think it's this one. Let me see if this is it. Hold on. I gotta watch this again because this is one of the funniest things. I don't know why I can't see it. Hold on. Okay, sure. I think it's this one right here. No, not this one. So I hear this.
A YouTube boxer in Mexico. I don't know what that means. He sucks. He couldn't make it in the amateurs. Who is he talking about?
It's probably Ryan.
Yo, Ryan. That makes sense.
He's fresh.
Totally right.
People keep saying these are the Ryan fans I'm talking about here. This guy right here.
Yeah.
What he said, look, I'm putting him on right now. He
A
said,
YouTube boxer.
now he fought someone his age and get exposed like he was supposed to. Then he said, Ryan, I mean, listen, bro. Somebody said Ryan didn't disclose the supplements because he'd get sued by the companies. He did. The supplemental companies actually came out and threatened him and responded. I don't think people remember that.
They made a whole statement.
What
are you talking about?
He had to disclose it to the New York State Athletic Commission, and he didn't. That's where he messed up, because he took the supplements without telling them that he was taking the supplements, or that's what he took. That's where he messed up. That's where you cheated, bro. Like,
I let's talk about this eighth of a gram. Like, people keep bringing that up, and I'm just like, dog.
That's why I specified. That's a 100
billionth of a gram. It don't matter. You ain't disclosed it to the New York State Athletic Commission. So if you had disclosed that, and then it was a 6 billionth of a gram or whatever the hell it is, then maybe what we're talking about is completely different.
So regardless,
not to mention that you also used an illegal IV that was also contracted. Again, like we keep, and so I remember arguing back and forth. I think it was on your post, Norbs, and somebody was like, "Yeah, the IVs are for rehydration," and I was like,
some shit out,
"So there's a reason." Yeah, so just all it takes is a little Google, and a lot of reading for a couple of minutes, and you'll be up to speed. But there's a reason why they don't allow. There's a strict there are strict clauses against IV while actively testing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna dilute that test, so that's the reason. It's not about rehydration and just taking it throughout camp. You're talking about you're actively testing. You don't get to go run a bag of IV and then go piss in a cup. You know what I'm saying? Because that can possibly dilute the test. So this is where the IV things come into. All of these things can be explained if people want to learn and to listen. I wasn't against Ryan before this. I thought he won fair and square. I was like, fuck it. I mean, I guess the guy he did it. I was confused as fuck too, but I think all of it kind of explains a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all heard me last week. Yeah. Y'all heard me last week. When I found out he didn't disclose, I'm like,
yeah,
bro.
Right. And again, a very big important key is the amounts. That there's 2 different amounts that were mentioned, and the 60 times it was actively in his urine. That little billionth of I don't give a fuck what penny, little pinch worth of that was found in the supplements. If there's only a pinch worth in the supplements, how the fuck is there 60 times over in your urine? That means you've been using. And when you weight drained those 12 hours with Scooter, what happens? And that's how anabolic steroids work. They start to seep. And that's when people decide to start taking IVs to dilute that. To me, it's very clear. When you put those things together, you cheated. And you knew you were dirty, and you tried to dilute it with the IV, and it got you. They got your ass.
And what's another thing is, there was another anabolic steroid that they just couldn't confirm. I don't know if you remember.
Yes, there were multiple substances.
Yeah. So,
and they still gave him the pass. It was apparently there wasn't that much of that substance, but you didn't have 60 times over anything else but aspirin, and that was in your urine, not in your supplements.
Yeah, and this is the crazy thing, man. Like, this is a sport where people die. A couple weeks ago, somebody died. Like, dog.
Yeah.
This is, it's unheard of. Using PEDs in a sport like this is absolutely criminal. Like, and people are like, it wouldn't make that big of a difference. How do you know? You probably work an office job. You're not a boxer. You're none of that. Guys, like, you can kill somebody in the sport. And it's crazy because in boxing, they don't even really talk about the people that die. If you really think about it, which is crazy.
I think that should have been a big point. And I would love to I probably might do that on my podcast and just kind of run an episode and kind of clarify to people that, like, without PEDs, this is what can happen. Absolutely. Imagine being Superman in that motherfucker, and like real tragic stories, fucked up stories.
No, but the crazy thing is, and we were talking about actually Oscar's statement earlier, what I thought was interesting, was talking about a commission. And that's one thing that he brought up. There should be a commission to oversee everything. Absolutely. Because there's no way that Ryan Garcia should have been able to negotiate his suspension. That is absolute horseshit. Like, who gets to negotiate their actual suspension? Only in boxing, the most corrupt situation you could ever find, where somebody can be like, listen, guys, this is what we're going to do. No, it doesn't work that way. It is absolutely absurd that he was able to negotiate it. And what Oscar brought up with the commission, I thought they should be a commission. There should be a commission to be able to not only check these fighters, but these judges that make some of the work. I watched the fight the other day, I forgot who it was. And one of the guy who got beat so bad, and they had him winning the fight 118 and 112. And I'm like, what?
I mean, there were, I think 2 weeks ago too. I mean, shit, the Teofimo, was the Teofimo and Sandro Martin?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, it was, yes.
Sometimes I don't know what the fuck I'm watching sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
I mean.
No, it wasn't Sandro Martin. It was,
no, it was another guy. You're right. It's another dude.
Jermaine Ortiz.
Yeah.
Something like that. Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck did Martin fight? Was it at Barboza?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember.
I think I might be mixing fights. There was a fight with Barboza though.
Yeah.
And he lost.
Oh yes, that was recent.
He lost the holy fuck out of that fight. Mm-hmm. And like even on the scorecards, you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, and that's why a commission should be put in, because the whole thing that the guy from
Saudi
is trying to do with the league, that's not gonna work.
I don't think so either, and I don't think he knows enough about boxing. I don't want to like disrespect the man, but I think he's more of a fan than he is truly understanding how this shit works.
Yeah, I think a commission that oversees everything should be put in, and they should kind of treat it like these companies are owners of a franchise in a sense, because that's pretty much.
Who should that commission consist of? Like, if you were to be in charge of creating that commission, like, you know, who would you put the owners of like the divisions?
I would put some boxers in it, like the NFL when they have they have the players commission. They have certain guys,
right?
I think it should be guys like that, some retired referees, because you got to hold the judges accountable. You got to hold the fighters accountable. And another thing, with all the deaths that are happening, I was telling Fanatic, I had an interview with Richard Steele, and he said a lot of times for these guys to get paid, they wouldn't report all the injuries that occur. And what happens then when you don't report those injuries and you put your fighter in there, now he has a brain bruise or a brain bleed, it's going to take a good shot and he's out of there. And these guys aren't getting protected. So I think a commission needs to hold all of these people accountable, because we're getting too many deaths, we're getting too many bad decisions. And again, the Ryan Garcia thing was a sham. It was disgusting in my opinion. And I think I mean I would put Bernard Hopkins in there. I would put even a guy like a Roy Jones, some old.
I wouldn't put Bernard in there.
I was just gonna say I would probably not put Bernard. You too close to Oscar.
He's part of a company. Yeah, I mean, but I think you can find some pretty good people, man.
Yeah, for sure. A person I think that stand up that could probably do is Lennox Lewis. Somebody like Lennox.
Yeah, Lennox Lewis. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you'd be an owner of a one of the companies, something like that. But there's so many. I mean, Andre Ward, I wouldn't be mad at him. You know what I mean? But there should be a commission, and they should hold these guys accountable. I mean, guys, too many, bro. How many decisions? And you see the same judge on the next card. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like even the referees, even the referees need to be held accountable.
I knew I wasn't tripping. That Gary Antoine Russell. So I was there when he lost to Cuello.
Yeah.
Somebody had him winning 118 to 109. I was like, hell no.
I just don't understand those kind of, what the fuck what are you talking about?
Yeah, hell no. I was at that fight. I'm like, Gary ain't beat that dude. He went 10 rounds. Hell no.
And that's what the one thing I do agree with Oscar is that in that statement that he made, boxing definitely needs a commission to set the punishment forward on these individuals. These individuals should not be allowed to grease. I mean, if you go to somebody told me this, it was my man Marco. you could walk into the New York State Athletic Commission. It's like a fucking little office with like 3 fat guys that are there. That's it. Like it's not like a real commission. Like you can't walk into the commissioner of the NFL's office. You know what I mean? Like this is not something. And I think it has to be because the sport it makes a lot of money. It generates a lot of money when it's done right. And I think even instilling new rules, new ideas to make the sport better, trying to make some of these bigger fights happen. I think a commission can help facilitate that, even with these BS belts that they're making up. What the hell is that?
It's way too many belts.
Mm-hmm.
It's too many belts. There's what's that saying? Too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. I don't even know who the fuck is a champion. I don't even know why. I don't know what happened.
It's all about the sanctioning.
I don't know.
It's
Once they
all about
started the email champ shit, I said okay.
Bro, Edgar Berlanga is the number one contender for Canelo, and I'm like, why?
What?
How?
How? I'd rather see Crawford go up 2 fucking weight classes and fight Canelo.
Yeah.
Berlanga is not ready for that shit.
Yeah. He's not ready for
what?
point.
What?
I could be crazy, but when was his last time I really remember him fighting? Didn't he bite somebody? Like,
well, that was the one he got suspended for. He came back and fought an Irish guy that just opened up a bar. That was
18
Yeah, I mean, he's been on his ass before. He's got a lot to learn. I mean, it'll be worse than the Munguia fight. Because Munguia went in there for a check.
Munguia is good though.
Munguia is good, but we knew
can fight. What's the name really can't the whole time. Like I'm not gonna say a lot.
Munguia would smoke. He would smoke Berlanga.
He would smoke Berlanga. That's a fact. I do believe that.
So I was at the Fury Wilder third fight and watched him on the undercard. He lost to some kid, in my opinion, with dyed hair, and they gave it to him. He got dropped and everything.
Yeah,
and you know how this sport is. You know how this sport is.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, bro, who the hell is there's another guy that became the number one contender. It was I think for the IBF for Canelo, and I didn't even know who the hell he was. I'm like, bro, where did this guy come from? But it's all politics, and I think a commission needs to regulate that too because it's
because Canelo been playing fucking games.
Yeah,
stop fucking playing. You know who you're supposed to be fighting. Edgar fucking Berlanga. What are you talking about, bro? You know who's standing right there. You know the Mexican monster been haunting you.
I want to see that fight too, but
fight Benavidez, bro. Like, come on, nobody want to see nothing else from you at this point. You did it all.
I want to see the fight too.
I'd rather see Canelo fight Ryan Garcia than to fight Berlanga.
Ryan did say he wanted to go up to 160, didn't he? No, 154 to fight Sandora. So I don't know.
Right.
Man. It's crazy. But hold on, what he said, it's all politics for Canelo, but Devin getting dropped 5 times is the magic of Ostern. I don't get the
I don't know. Thank you, Ryan, for joining.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
What do you mean?
Because Canelo, that whole camp, Canelo, Valdez, all them dudes knew each other.
I think, and this is just being real. I think more people.
Wait, what?
So when you cycle, right, as long as you keep your testosterone levels at a certain way, you won't get caught.
Yeah.
Some of these guys just don't know how to do it. But I think there's more people that pop. I mean, like you said, Oscar Valdez popped, Canelo popped at one time. But I think more people do.
And Canelo, like, come on, Canelo, the way Canelo was moving, come on, people knew. You could blame it on the meat all you want. But we knew. Come on, Canelo.
No.
Don't blame it on that Mexican cow. What that Mexican cow did to you, Canelo.
He was smart, though. He was smarter than Ryan.
I mean, he did get suspended, though.
They go to show you, though, that depending on your name.
Oh, no. From the beginning, I said it.
Yeah.
Ryan's going to get a slap on the wrist because of the amount of money that he generates.
Think about it. What the fuck is $1 million forfeited to a 25-year-old millionaire? What the hell is a year when he doesn't fight more than 3 times a year? Nothing. A vacation.
This is where it's going to hurt, though. It's going to hurt when the lawsuits hit.
Yeah. But I'm saying in terms of boxing, it's not going to hurt them.
But he can go take an exhibition and probably make some money, though. I was kind of thinking that y'all were
He
talking.
can, and he can make a lot of money with it.
He was talking about going to UFC, fighting O'Malley or whatever his name
He can
is.
go. He can leave the country. That's what Conor Ben did.
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing. There should be a commission that oversees everything. That should not be an option.
There should. You should not be able to fucking fight. Yeah, you should not be able to cheat somewhere and go across the seas. No, motherfucker, you would cheat there, you would cheat over here.
Turkey gonna take him over there.
I mean, no, bro. He generates money. Yeah. It is what it is, and it's a sad thing, and that's why he did not get suspended the way he was supposed to.
Do you think that that's why he didn't want to fight in New York in the first place? Because he knew that it might be a little bit more strict for what he wanted to do?
I do. I kind of do. I think at this point, I don't know. I mean, I'm not willing to put too much behind it because that was also super random. Like, you sell wherever you sell.
Yeah.
You're the New York was a bad place for them, though. I will say that. I thought that.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like New York is not. It's not a boxing city, like it's not. I don't care what nobody says. I'm from New York. Like this is not. There's plenty of boxing fans. We're gonna come out, but like I do feel like Miami, Vegas, like those are huge fighting cities. Yeah. Way bigger than New York. New York, we have so many other distractions. We got football, we got baseball, we got basketball.
That's true.
Constantly going too. That with boxing, it's easy to forget.
No, but those tickets too, when he dropped they were expensive as hell. But
I will tell you this: I seen Tank.
It was.
I was there. Tank Rolling. That thing was
because that was why?
Bad.
Because he got the personality that New York. They want to see that action. They want to see those knockouts.
Rolly Romero's the greatest. I'm sorry. He's
my guy, man.
He's the funniest guy alive.
No, he really is. If it's a shame that his chin is horrible, and
he's just not a great fighter.
He's just not.
He's not a great fighter, but he also started.
What's crazy though?
What?
Was that he was actually like beating Tank though?
But that's the problem with Tank. Tank gives away rounds. Tank really respected his power and gave away rounds.
He did, but he knew like we all knew. He was gonna put that boy to sleep.
And now look at Tank.
I don't think Tank was giving him rounds. I think Tank was losing them rounds for real. Like, I think he saw his opportunity because I don't think he really. Yeah,
he knew, but I think he knew though. He knew he was gonna put that boy to sleep because Rolly is he's so chinny. Like his chin is trash. 2, the way he fights with his chin, he fights with his chin up in the air for you. He's a strong guy, but that's all Rolly has. There's no technique behind it. He knew he was gonna put that boy to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, Rolly should have never been there. I mean,
hell no.
That's my biggest thing with Gervonta, and I'm tired of people giving Gervonta a pass for that. I think Gervonta is very talented, but Jesus Christ, there's so many great fighters in this division.
You could have fought Haney at 135 before he moved to 140.
You could have fought Haney. You could have fought T.O. You could have fought a lot of people. Yeah, Shakur. Loma.
Now you want to fight Loma at fucking 3,000 years old. What the fuck?
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, I think Loma's still gonna give him some work. Don't get it twisted. I think Loma's still gonna
work.
As of today, I got Loma. I'm favoring Loma.
Wow, really?
Favoring him because I don't think Loma's gonna get hit. I don't think he's gonna fall for the same tricks that everybody else does.
I just feel like
Loma fights those. He's gonna throw those flurries, and if he throws those fucking flurries, and he's standing there in front of Gervonta, he's going to sleep. I'm sorry, he's going to sleep. And I mean, he's a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he was very tentative when he first fought Teofimo. When he fought Teofimo, he was tentative.
And look what happened.
Yeah.
Right.
And Tank holds his power a lot longer than Teofimo.
I was gonna say, but Tank that never leads the dance, and that's what I think is what I'm saying. It's not like he's behind the jab. T.O. was behind his jab.
Yeah.
Devin was behind his jab.
To your point, DMV though. Frank Martin, if you look at Tank's face, he was peppering him up.
He was.
Yeah.
Lomachenko, if you let Lomachenko do that, it's gonna be a long night. Lomachenko, he got a little pop. He's not a soft fighter, but he's very.
No, he's not. He definitely got some pop.
I don't think Tank is gonna out IQ him. Is kind of where I'm getting at. He's gonna
don't
have
think
to
it's
knock him
gonna.
out.
Damn.
Yeah, I think Tank's
agree.
gonna have to knock him out. Yeah,
I agree. It's not gonna come down to outboxing him, but I mean, I think Tank, he really don't get enough credit for being a really good boxer. Like,
he's smart.
he's gonna knock you the fuck out, but he's timing you, he's watching you, he's calculating. He's a cold motherfucker, man.
I'll tell you this right now: the two individuals that I believe that he will not beat, Tank, I'm just being honest. I don't think Tank can beat them. One of them is being Shakur Stevenson.
Yep.
And the other one is Teofimo Lopez.
Shakur would have beat him the other night. The version of Tank we saw the other night, Shakur would have beat him.
Listen, a lot of people. You see your face, you see Teal. Teal's a dog, and Teal's a dog in the biggest fights. That's where he's a dog. And he got pop. He's very athletic, can box in and out.
Hold on. This is some of the Delulu shit I be talking about.
What are you talking about?
OG Miyagi said Tank's face got bruised from his glove because Frank was punching the glove into his face. What are you watching?
What?
I think that was a joke.
Sir, he was getting
that has to be a joke.
In his face.
That was a joke.
What kind of shit is that?
No, I thought I was like, there's no way he said that. He was definitely.
Yo, OG Miyagi, just put an LMFAO for me, please.
Bro, listen. What? I don't even get that. Like,
Frank was hitting it clean, bro. The crowd was like, ooh.
He was, but I'll be honest. Frank never had control of that fight.
No,
he never had control of that fight, and I think that's the hard part with this guy, with Gervonta. Like, you're winning. You're up on the cards. You're up.
He said Tank.
And then all of a sudden,
Tank was lying his ass off because I saw it. I look, bro. I was right there.
He was catching him.
He was catching.
He was definitely touching him, and that's the thing.
Once that sixth round happened, though, I said he's gonna go down by the eighth.
He couldn't hold him.
Frank was breathing through his mouth.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. Lomachenko, that's not gonna happen. Lomachenko can go the distance, can do whatever his footwork, and a lot of times, bro, he could be. The one thing I like about Lomachenko, he could be right in front of you and do some shit where he ends up over here and he's rocking your shit. And I think
this man is in front of you. You got punched on the side of your head. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Where's this?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a tough fight for me. Like, if it was a young Lomachenko, I'm saying Lomachenko. Right now, I feel like if Tank doesn't respect his power, then it's going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you think he has to respect his power?
No. What I mean is, let me rephrase that. Once Tank feels your power and he feels like you can't hurt him, is when he really starts to put the pressure on. He did it against Santa Cruz.
Very true.
So
you can't allow Loma no freebies, dog.
Exactly.
He'll let you. Tank will let you. He'll let you go off because he's timing you.
Mm-hmm. But that's why I think
he's checking your habits.
And once him though, because he's a little.
I mean, Ryan Garcia was like a walking target. Like there was no. Once he got caught in that second round. And all Tank did was do 1, 2, duck again, and counter. I said, this motherfucker going to sleep. I'm surprised he got him with a body shot.
A lot of guys are scared to when they fight Tank, and I notice to sit on their punches. They'd rather throw him and get out as fast as possible. Even Ryan Garcia did the same thing. But I don't think that happens with a Teofimo or with a Lomachenko. I think
Tio hit a little. Tio's really gonna wanna. He's gonna try to bang. He's gonna want to bang.
Listen, I think Teo's the most underrated fighter in boxing. I think people tend to like really sleep on him. Oh, he lost to Kambosos. People forget that. From my understanding,
Kambosos had a David. What's that? Buster Douglas night.
But I heard he had pneumonia. That's what Max Kellerman came out and said. He actually fought that fight with pneumonia, which is crazy. I think Tio would kill him.
No way. They should rematch that.
Yeah,
but Tio doesn't do himself any favors though, because he'll show up for the big fight, but then sometimes he'll look mediocre.
You're right.
Yes,
you're right.
Just like, bro, like
you're right. And sometimes he'll look mediocre throughout the fight. Sometimes he'll have spurts as well. I mean, but I think he is underrated. I think he's underrated. He's a dog. He's a dog.
Bro, he went and took Josh Taylor apart at 140.
Yes. Yeah.
Destroyed him.
He's a dog. You know what I'm saying?
He went out and beat Lomachenko at a good age. like
Come on. Yep, exactly.
Like people tend to sleep on him, and I'm like, bro, like, and I'm be honest, I don't see Javante talk about Tio too much. He'll mention Shakur, he'll mention Devin.
Doesn't.
He does not
Tio
mention
ain't on his list. I don't think. I
Huh?
don't think Tio on that list. I don't think Tiafimo on that list.
I don't think I've ever heard him mention Tio.
I don't think Shakur is that much more popular than Tiafimo, to be honest. I think they're kind of the same.
And Shakur is more popular because he's popular, because he had certain people backing him. But Tio is popular because of his talent.
Yeah.
That's it. He's not all over the internet doing all types. You know, he's not getting backed up by rappers. No, he's a future Hall of Famer. If he continues on his path, take some bigger fights.
Bro, listen, as I keep telling people, and people give Devin Haney a lot of credit for making the big fights happen. Hey, listen, guys, Tiafimo's doing the same thing. I mean,
he's trying, you know, but they don't want to fight him. They don't want to fight him.
Tiafimo did not want to fight Devin for whatever reason. He didn't want to fight him.
It wasn't a draw at the time. I'm not gonna lie. Devin was he would have been doing Devin a huge favor, and Tio couldn't do much of a favor himself, if that makes sense.
But that's not why he didn't fight him, because they asked Eddie for 10 mil.
20.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was 20?
I said Tio.
Yeah.
He ain't never seen 20.
He asked him for an astronomical amount of money.
Yeah, Tio.
That's not why he didn't fight Devin.
I'm gonna keep it real. Devin ain't beating Tiafimo, dog. Like, he ain't beating
him
right now.
I think so. I think
You think Devin beats Tio?
It's possible.
I think
he can.
Now
he can go either way, but I
thought I had Devin winning that fight.
I think he can, because Tio is not as fast as Ryan.
Remember we talked? He gets frustrated.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
gonna frustrate. Look at what happened with Martinez, right? And Tio was getting frustrated. Tio was the better fighter, but
he was mad.
The better boxer was Martinez. If Martinez stopped moving the fuck around and actually was sticking some of those punches,
he wasn't trying to engage at all.
Tio wouldn't have won. That would have been even closer, that fight. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of the frustration that Tio, and he still hasn't learned. He's still undisciplined in that way. I wouldn't even want to see him with Shakur, because Shakur gonna fucking run in circles.
Shakur's another one, man. Like,
Shakur, I fucked with Shakur, but after that fight, I gotta see something else, because that was insane. That's probably the most frustrating fight I've watched in a long time. I'm just like, dude, would you fight? You gotta be kidding me.
I like Shakur. I think he's very talented, but I'm tired of the bitching online, bro. Like,
yep,
me too.
It's a lot of chit chat, and it's like, bro, when you had the opportunity, you should have took that. You should have took that split with Haney. You know what I'm saying? You would have got yourself a little bag. You know what I mean? You could have even possibly snuck a win. You went, I want a 50-50. Who the fuck would I go 50-50 with you when I just went and fought in Australia?
Shakur was going to win that fight.
He wasn't going to win that fight. Have you seen them spar? He wasn't going to win that fight. That's what he won that 50-50.
Devin was dead.
He won that 50.
Huh?
Oh, at 135?
Yeah, because it was for the 135 belt. He was going to beat him. Devin was dying to get the 135.
Nah, he was, but they're the same height too. He would have rehydrated. They would have both looked damn near the same. Look at Stevenson when he rehydrates. He looked damn near like Devin Haney. Same body type.
He's a big boy.
So he would have rehydrated. He wasn't gonna be drained going into the fight. One thing we can't say is that after Devin gets off that podium, is that he looked drained in that fight.
Well, I'll say
you know what I'm saying. That's where the weight bully shit comes from. But
Lomachenko beat him is because towards the end of that fight, he was kind of tailing off a little bit.
Yeah,
I do think that has to do with on the scale.
Yeah, like Loma lost that fight, and it was I think it's a shame, because the fight was so fucking good. That should be the point of that fight. Like, that fight was a hell of a fight. Like, that was the first thing that literally left my mouth when the bell rung on the 12th round. I said, damn, that was a fight.
It was a good fight. It was definitely a good fight.
But when you rewatch that fight over and over, it's like, Loma, you.
Yeah, my laptop about to die, man. I apologize, y'all. Like, I'm just looking like, hold on.
Nah, this is a good one. We be here all day with this.
Yeah. I'm about to say, damn it, Lomachenko dominated him. Did you watch the first 9 rounds of that fight?
I can't.
This is the same guy that said that. Well, he was
His
talking
body
crazy.
up. Them body shots was my god. His body was blue by the time he walked out that damn ring. Then his face too. Like, again with people, I forgot who said it best. Like, I think it might have been Regis. And he was like, yo, it's not that he has like the biggest punches, but it's like this slow beat down. Yeah. Just this slow. I said, yeah, you got beat down slow, nigga. That's the last motherfucker.
Them body shots. Them body shots was Because I think
he was eating Loma. And I think that's where that 11th and 12th round came, and Loma could not finish. He couldn't finish the way, that 10th round was good. I think they exaggerate a little bit of the skates that they're like, oh my God, he might have had him really hurt. But I'm like, I don't know if he was that hurt. And either way, I think them body shots, they were stopping those flurries that Loma likes to throw.
Also, too,
and
like, I hate when black fighters have that blonde bush, the blonde hair, because even if you block punches, it looks like
it looks
like
yeah.
I forget which Charlo did that. It's like, bro, like, cut that fucking mop, bro. Like every time Ice-T would fight, you gotta be playing Ice-T now. When he got that throw out, it looked like he didn't
disrespect the Flair. Don't disrespect the Flair.
Flair, Ice-T, calm.
Yo, Doug, that dude. I'm not gonna lie. Adrian Bronner, man, listen, you gotta hang it up after that. I am not I like Blair to Flair. I don't see him going too far, bro. Like, it's just
hell no.
He is hilarious though with the puppet. Bro,
my God.
AB was drunk out at the fight. Drunk like belligerent drunk. Like,
bro, he showed up. Yo, first of all, I gotta touch on that. When I watched the Blair to Flair versus him, it looked like they shot it with a flip phone. Like, I was like, God. Yo, Don King, look, guy, it's over for you. That's it. It's like, who are the announcers?
Did you see the flyers? It looked like somebody made that joint off a photo grid.
Bro, you would have never thought that Don King promoted Mike Tyson at one time, and guys like that. It was. Mm-hmm. I was like Adrian Broner, like, bro,
this is bad.
Bad, like,
this is bad.
Then he got dropped in the first round and lost his teeth. Like, I was like, yo.
What's the fights that Barstool like hosts where they have like the regular people go in there and fight?
That Gilly be hosting this shit. I don't even talking about.
That's what it looked like. It looked like that one of them events.
I forgot what it's called. I don't say, but yeah, nah, man. Blair to Flair. I gotta interview that guy. That guy's hilarious. Like, seriously, like he's another level of funny. He's one of the guys that I think is gonna actually last in the sport. And not as a fighter. I think he'll be a commentator because he is absolutely hilarious. Like, he's
is he a full-time 147 or is he going back down to 140?
He's staying at 147 from my understanding right now. I think he's calling out he was calling out Ryan Garcia. He said he dropped Ryan Garcia.
And Ryan will beat.
Ryan should take that fight. Do you understand how funny the pressers will be?
So Ryan will stop him in 2 rounds.
I don't even care about the fight.
No. You're right, though. You're right.
Oh my God, that would be. Oh my God, viral.
Or even Rolly even Rolly versus him would be hilarious. Rolly versus Blair to Flair. Come on, bro.
Bro, when Rolly did that fucking Chihuahua chain with Pitbull, I'm like, bro, this guy is just.
Nah, he told him. He said,
phenomenal.
He said, you're looking a little fat. He said, I was looking at him. I was like, yo, Doug. I was like, yo, bro, what's wrong with Rolly, bro? Like,
that's why Cruz beat the shit out of him like that.
Bro, he said, yo,
I knew Rolly was just digging himself a grave. That's like, Cruz is not gonna go in there and fuck with you, man.
Yo, Cruz annihilated.
So Tuck was like, man, I think I'm a bet Rolly. I was like,
I told him Rolly is absolutely.
I was like, nah, don't do it. I was like, Pitbull gonna beat the shit out of him, bro. Don't do it.
Pitbull hit him in the first round. It was over. It was like, it was crazy because I was just like, damn, Rolly, like.
You seen when he fought that old man? That
Oh
old man beat
yeah,
the
yeah.
shit
Old
out of
man
him
can
too.
crack though. Old
Yo,
man,
he beat the shit out of him. He won that fight. They robbed that old man. God damn it, he beat the
old
shit
man
out of
got
Rolly.
his back the next fight when he beat somebody. He didn't
Yeah,
even
he
win the
cracked
title.
somebody bad.
He deserved it. He beat the shit out of Rolly.
That guy's about 65. I was like, Jesus
Yo,
Christ.
65. Beat
Look
the
like a
shit out of Rolly.
mule.
He
Nah,
had
no.
Rolly on the
Look like a mule
motherfucking
kick.
stage.
Wait, Rolly, where he fought, I forgot, the old man fought somebody else, and Rolly was like, I told y'all he could crack. Y'all ain't just see that? I told y'all. He said, that old man, he calls him my grandfather. My grandfather hit hard. I'm like, nah, dog. Rolly
Yo.
is a different individual. He calls him my grandfather. Like, yo, my grandfather, he hit hard. I'll be like, yo.
No, he said, listen, I told you, I go in there with punches, man. I told you he was a puncher.
Bro.
That motherfucker went in there and punched his head
Nah,
off.
dog, he is, that dude is, Rolly. I want to see Rolly versus Blair the Flair or Rolly versus Ryan would be hilarious, bro. Hilarious.
I like those. I like those guys.
Nah, but man. On that note, man, I gotta my laptop about to die. It's a pleasure. We back next Friday, Fanatic. Right? That's what we doing.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Jess, for coming on Thursday.
Yes.
I apologize. I did not know you was a female. I apologize.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's assumed a lot because I be in the sports talk, so they was like, "Oh, hold on, what's going
Shit,
on?"
not for a girl. You know your shit. I respect it.
I grew up watching it, with my dad and stuff like that. So I just can't help it.
I'll tell you right now. The next I'm ordering. I gotta find me a Rolly is the king of boxing T-shirt. I'm bro. Fanatic. We're gonna go to a fight, and I'm gonna pull up with a Rolly is the best pound for pound fighter in the world. I love Rolly Romero, dog.
If you make that shirt, I'll put a Rolly's #1 fan shirt.
Bro, we should all just show up like that, bro. Like he's the best, dog. Like I would pay to see him lose every fight. Like I would
anytime, as long as I can go to every single press conference, I'm good.
That guy deserves.
People fight and they interview him. It's always gold. It's hilarious.
Oh man, it's just a regular interview too. Have you just seen his regular interviews? Oh, this guy is wrong.
Dog, he's a different type of breed, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just mad funny, bro. Like, it is what it is. But on that note, man, I'm gonna let y'all rock out. Yo, man, we welcome anytime, Third Degree, anytime.
Yes, I appreciate you for having me, man.
No problem.
Till next week.
Till next week. We out of here. It's your boy. Thank y'all. Rolly Romero is